oil change time. So let's get our beautiful baby ready to get lubed and go ahead and get her up on the rear stand. Now I do like to warm up the bike. I won't get it like fully hot, but I do like to warm it up. You know, there's a lot of controversy about that. But ideally it's to make the oil come out easier. Any sludge in the bottom of the engine is going to get stirred up and you can get more of the sludge out. So first thing I always say to do, we got to open the fill cap. Just take the cap off, that way it drains better. You're getting better circulation to drain it. All right, there's our drain bolt. It is a number 8 hex. One thing about doing draining the oil and having it hot, you can burn your hand. So let's try not to do that. Oh, it wasn't that hot. And then our oil filter is right here. This has a Kawasaki filter on it. Our filter is right there. It is a Kawasaki filter. Couple ways you can try and get it off with your hand. You can try and use some pliers, some wrenches, or go to Walmart and buy one of these. It's hard for you guys to see, so I'm trying to do the best I can. Look at that. How much more oil. Once you get everything open, how much oil more came out. So I'm gonna let it drain for quite a while. I'm gonna wait until nothing's coming out. I'll be back. I mean, I can get over a little bit difference in size for an oil filter, but that is dramatically different. And I did some research, and for some reason K&N seems like they haven't stepped up their game for the H2s and ZH2s. And I went ahead and ordered a Hiflow. The Hiflows are this size. And that'll be a couple days. So I'll save this for my wife's Kawasaki. So just to go over this, so today my Hiflow HF124 RC just came in. So this is from Hiflow. So that is what the Kawasaki is supposed to look like. Look at that surface area. I'm not knocking K&N, I've used them on a lot of bikes, but this does not look right to me. So I would not use the K&N 303. And as you can see with the stock one, very similar, 5 holes. Everything looks identical, but this is probably better flow than the median side. All right, so let's go ahead and throw a little bit of oil inside this filter first before we put it on and finish our oil change. This oil filter is at 90 degrees, so we will lose some of this oil, but all I want to do is just get a little bit in there. I mean, it doesn't have to be much. It just makes me feel better inside. So we're just gonna pour a little bit. Make sure we lube our ring. And I think this is the longest I've ever let anything ever drain. So it's actually drained for a couple days. So we're gonna go ahead and screw it on there. I did check, make sure the O-ring was off, or the old O-rings in the filter. Hand tight. is all we need. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and move this oil out of the way nice and carefully. It's really full. Clean our drain plug. Snug it up. Let me look up the torque spec for it. All right, the torque spec on the drain bolt is 18 foot-pounds. We got our torque wrench. All right, here we go. It's torqued. We'll go ahead and start by adding a quart of oil. Keep in mind, we're up on a rear stand. So the rear stand, you're not supposed to check the oil on the rear stand. But we do know that it's really close to 4 quarts. Everything I've read on the forums says that you want to not overfill, that you'll get sucked in through the intake, the oil, especially if you have a tune on the bike. If you have a tune on it and you're sucking in oil, you're creating a bad environment for advanced timing. Here's number 3. Number 4. Just now starting to see some oil come in the sight glass. So we're going to go ahead and polish off the 4th quart. All right, so based on the sight glass, which I will show you here in 1 second. Put the cap back in. So based on our sight glass, it's actually like right between, on the rear stand, between the marks. So you can see right where that oil is at. Let's go ahead and crank her up and see what happens. All right, so one of the main things we want to do is, as soon as we start it, we want to monitor the oil light and make sure that it's not leaking any oil. All right, now that we've ran it, so what we're gonna go ahead and do is drop it down off the stand. With the kickstand down, and we're gonna check it. So I got nothing. Yeah, see that? There's nothing. It's after 4 quarts. So I think 4.5 quarts is what they say it should be at. So we can always take out some. It's easy to do that. Let's go ahead and add a little more to it. Let's start up, let it warm up a little bit, then we'll let it sit. Let it sit for about 10 minutes, and then now it's level off the stand. And so as you can see, it's like right in the middle. It's 4.25 quarts. Well, hopefully y'all enjoyed this video, and hopefully you come along on my new experience with the Kawasaki ZH2. I know it's not the Z900. I do miss her, but it was time to upgrade. So I do appreciate all my subscribers and people hanging out with me and enjoying my content. And please like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.